There is a bill to legalize the use of medical marijuana. It's advancing in the South Carolina State House, and last night a House panel unanimously passed the bill that now will go to the full House. Our Erin Rogers spoke with people who support and oppose this bill about the impact it would have, and she's joining us live right here in the 7 on Main studios tonight with more. Erin.
Well, Amy, people who use this bill for medical purposes say they really don't think the impact will be as drastic as people are assuming. But law enforcement says introducing this bill would cause chaos in communities. Lighting up may become legal.
With the cannabis oil, I was able to put the pieces of my life back together.
Emily McSherry is one of thousands of medical marijuana patients in the state. She suffers from epilepsy and a chronic nerve condition.
I've been utilizing the healing properties of the cannabis plant to help control my seizures and help to reduce the pain that I experience on a daily basis.
But law enforcement says the passage of the bill, which would legally allow people with certain illnesses to get access to all forms of marijuana, would be harmful to the community and spur crime, especially with black market selling.
There's this lack of control. It's a huge issue for policing. It's a huge issue for stability.
Right now, having this much weed would get you locked up for years with a felony. But under the new bill, having this much would be legal.
That's 120 marijuana cigarettes every 2 weeks.
Which is how often people would be able to buy 2 ounces of marijuana from dispensaries, using a recommendation card from doctors.
People are going to abuse this. People are going to get fake cards.
Chief Ken Miller says the fact that it's a cash business will cause problems.
If that dispensary is behind me here, you can bet somebody's going to be robbed going to it, somebody's going to be robbed coming from it.
Police say it's also going to make it hard for them to determine who's using it lawfully or not. But supporters don't think it'll be that big of an issue.
Those that are using it for adult use or for recreational use, that's not going to change. We're looking at patients having legitimate and safe access.
So law enforcement says another effect people may not think about is them having to get all new canines, which would cost taxpayers about $7,500 per dog. They say they have to do that because the drug dogs are trained in detecting THC, which of course is in marijuana, and having to do that would make the dogs go for so many false alarms if it was legalized that they would just have to kind of get rid of those dogs and get new ones.
Well, you heard the chief pretty fired up about this, obviously. Families are fired up too, though. If they have a child, for example, with a medical condition, they know that this could be a game changer for them. Are you hearing that?
Absolutely. So the lady that I spoke to today, she was a mom, but she had epilepsy, and she said with the medical marijuana, she's now been able to play with her kid. She said when she was taking so many of the medications before to kind of calm the symptoms, that she was just so tired that she really couldn't give her child the attention. So now this has made her life that much better.
All right, lots to consider. Thank you, Erin.
Today does